Lesson 2 involves console input and output. We've already done a little bit with console output because we've been using the right line method, but you're going to learn quite a bit more about output in this particular lesson. So you're going to start with the overview. This just tells you exactly what we're going to be covering this week, which actually runs for about a week and a half because of the Labor Day holiday. So you're going to start by reading the overview. This shows you exactly what we're going to be covering. Some students like to print this out and cross things out as they complete it. You're going to be reading chapter 2 in the ebook. Make sure that you also go through all of the coding examples. If you don't understand what you are looking at, watch the video that goes with the coding examples. And once you get through with the chapter 2 reading assignment, then you're going to do your understanding check. The understanding check can be submitted an unlimited number of times. There is no time limit on it, and it is open book, open note. The next thing you'll complete is the lab assignment. There are 3 exercises in the assignment, and there is a video linked right into the assignment that explains everything you need to do. The last thing you'll do is the discussion exercise and the check-in with me. So I'm going to go out and we'll take a look at some of the instructions here for the chapter 2 reading assignment. It's pretty straightforward. There is a video that covers everything in the chapter. So you can click on that and that'll take you right to the YouTube video. A lot of students like to display the videos on a mobile device while they look at the content or the examples on their laptops. So totally up to you how you want to do that. After the reading assignment, you will do the understanding check, which obviously you're seeing the instructor view. So hold on a minute, I'll switch to student view and then that'll show you what that looks like. So the understanding check in student view should look something like this. And then you'll hit begin and you can see it has an unlimited number of attempts and there is no time limit. You just need to submit it before it is due. For the lab assignment, here's a link to the assignment. And as I said, there are 3 exercises and you can see the point spread for each one. Exercise 1 and 2 are a little less points because there is code for you to copy and paste. Exercise 3, there is not code, but there is an example that is similar to what you need to do. And that example is linked right into the lab assignment. Okay, and just like assignment 1, you can upload the CS files, or if it's easier for you, you can just copy the program and paste it right into the Dropbox. Or if you want to open up a text document or a Word document, you can copy and paste into that and upload that. I don't really care how you get it submitted as long as I can see your code. So the CS file, if you are going to upload that, you need to make sure that you are grabbing the CS file and not a different Visual Studio file. And that does require going out to the repository. So I'm going to go into my C drive, users. Here's my username. And then there is a source folder. Inside source, there is a repos folder. And you can see I have all sorts of stuff out here. you obviously are not going to have as many. If you have a CIT 110 folder, you can open it, and that is where the exercises will be. And so here's chapter 2, exercise 1. This is the program CS file. Now, some of you may not have your computer set up to show file extensions. Okay, and that's the period and the text after that. If you cannot see the extension, go into View, go to Show, and make sure you have a check mark next to File Name Extensions. You'll notice that I also have check boxes next to the item I'm selecting, and I'm showing any hidden items. The only thing you really need for the files are the name extensions turned on. However, you might find these other options useful. Okay, so once you have the program, you can actually drag it into the Dropbox. So if I go to upload here, I can actually click and select it that way, or I found it's just as easy to drag it right up in there. And you'll notice I'll go ahead and drag another one. It's pretty smart. Canvas is pretty smart. If you drag the same file, okay, it actually looks at the contents of the file. So if you drag the same file up, it replaces it. But if you go in and you select a different programmed CS file, so I'm going to select, let me see. I'm going to do a different one just to show you. Obviously, you will have a folder called Chapter 2 EX2. But I'm just going to grab another one real quick so you can see. Okay, so here is another CS file, completely different from the first one. And if I drag this one up here, it is smart enough to know that they are different and it names them differently. But if I try to do the same one twice, okay, so this, I'm going to drag up here a second time. Actually, what it was doing before is replacing. So it doesn't seem to be doing that now. So I'm going to delete, but at least it is keeping them separate. Okay, so you can upload, you can delete. That is, to me, the easiest way to submit assignments, but you have other options as well. And obviously, once you complete a program, you can submit. Yay, I submitted. See a bunch of confetti. And if I wanted to submit more work, I can. Okay, so you know, any way you can get your assignments in is fine with me. Now, moving along here. For the instructor check-in, so this is your opportunity to meet with me so I can get to know you a little bit better. And ideally, we will be able to meet in live stream. And it's not going to take much of your time. It'll just be a couple minutes. So sometime before the 16th, we will be able to do that, hopefully. If your schedule just does not line up with mine, it is absolutely okay for you to email answers. And so here is the meeting agenda. So I'm going to start off by asking what questions you have. A lot of times people they don't really speak up during class and they may have a question. So this is your opportunity to ask questions. And then I'd also like to know what learning activities you like the best and what activities you like the least. Okay? And I actually take your feedback, and if I am able to incorporate that into the next class, I will. If I'm able to incorporate it into this one, I would do that as well. It just depends on the kind of feedback I'm getting. For my live stream students, you can actually, we can do this during lab. So we'll just go into a breakout room and we'll get through these rather quickly, and then we can come back to the main room. For online students, you can go into any of my live stream office hours. You are also welcome to attend the live stream class. So plenty of hours for you to meet with me. And like I said, it's not going to take a whole lot of time. And if those hours don't work for you, you can just email the answers. Last thing up here is our discussion, how code affects our daily experience. So you need to think about the applications that you use. I know y'all have phones. There's applications on your computer, applications on tablets. So post the name of an app you believe is well made and that you enjoy using, and then explain the features that you like and why you like them. And then post the name of an application that you do not like using, and explain why you don't like it. Include a future enhancement or a feature enhancement that will make the application better. Then I want to read your classmates' postings and reply to 2 of them. So I did do an example for you guys. If nobody else has posted anything and you want to get your replies done, you certainly can reply to mine. I do fantasy football for those of you who don't know that. And so one of the, well, actually 5 of the teams that I manage are on sleeper.com. So I do like that app. So I explain why. Although there are some features that I didn't like, and I also included those. But then an app that I don't like all that well is I like my Kindle for books, but I don't like it for magazines and newspapers. And so I explain why. Okay, so that is my sample post and the last thing that you need to do this week. Now, if we go back to modules, you will notice that I did include some resources. If there is information that you still want to learn about string interpolation, concatenation, user input, any of these, you can click on the resource and read more about it. And as always, if you have any questions or if there's something that you don't understand, please ask. Okay? And I'll be happy to explain it to you or send you additional resources. Have a great week and let me know if you have questions.